Luke Humphries, thanks so much for joining us. How have you been during lockdown?
Yeah, it's been a tough situation for me. Obviously, we want to be playing darts. I've lost a little bit of weight, as a lot of people have noticed now. I've lost quite a few stone. Worked out, did about 500 miles on an exercise bike and eating healthy and looking after myself. I think it was, I've said plenty of times, a good opportunity for us professional dart players to lose a bit of weight. I think a lot of us have done it. And hopefully, it stands me in good stuff for these long days that we occur on the Pro Tours.
What inspired you to do that then?
I don't think anything inspired me. I think it was just, I was a bit overweight. I mean, as people know, dart players do tend to go overweight. I think it's just one of the things where you fall into a category. Eating at the wrong times, because there's no sort of certain eating time we have. You can be losing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can be losing at 7 o'clock and you're in the final. So, eating the wrong times and stuff, and not being able to eat healthy meals. So my point was, just eat the right things for a couple of months, see what I get, and I managed to work it really well and lose a bit of weight. And like I just previously said, I just did it on the purpose of trying to be able to have the good stamina for these long Pro Tour events that sometimes I don't have the stamina for.
And I guess you're hoping to keep that up now?
Yeah, I mean, this is not just just a thing that's going to happen just for lockdown. I'm going to keep it up now. It's going to be hard, because obviously when you're playing on a Pro Tour, you're away a lot, but it's one of them things where if you stick to it, it's easily done. It's an easy excuse to say, oh, it's really tough. You can't, but you can. If you put your mind to it, you can stick to it. So yeah, I will stick to it. Probably try and lose a couple more stones. I don't need to be silly and lose too much, but because I've been practicing while I've been losing the weight, it's not affected my throw. So that's the main thing, it's not affected me, so that's why I'll carry on, lose a couple more stone, get really healthy, and then maintain it for, as a PDC professional.
So we'll talk a bit about the summer series now. Was that an unusual situation to go into, because you're going into a bubble while everyone else is sort of coming out of lockdown, a weird one?
Yeah, I mean, it was different, because obviously we're used to doing what we want after we've, lost a game, won a game, do what we want. We walk away, we go out, we go and get food or whatever from our own restaurants. But, it's a bit different. The first day, when we had our COVID test, we had to stay in our hotel rooms. And that was different, because usually we just leave and go get some food with a few friends. So yeah, that was the only difference that we usually would have had a different situation. But it's one of them things where we would just feel very privileged to be able to carry on playing, because there's a lot of sports that haven't really got a hold of carrying on. Sports like us, snooker and golf, and a little bit of football, have carried on now and started to get a grip of things. Obviously, it's still not the right sort of percentage we want it at, because we want to be able to free and do our own thing. But the PDC did a great job on all the social distancing and stuff. We was able to maintain a good government rulings on what we did.
Fantastic. And what highlights can you pick out for some of your own results?
I mean, I didn't really have any highlights for myself. I mean, I played well. I think it's sort of a thing that keeps happening to me. I always play really well and don't seem to get the results I think I deserve or naturally should be getting. But I'm one of them players who's still young, still fresh, still got a huge future ahead of me. I've only been playing. This is my third year as a pro, so I can't be too hard on myself. But I thought I had a good. I mean, the fifth day I did pull out for personal reasons, but the first 4 days I thought I played okay. I thought there was a lot more to give, but the games I lost, a couple of unlucky ones, especially on the fourth day. But they're just sort of games you're going to have to part with now, because we're in an organisation where it's so good that you're going to lose games that you play really well. But hopefully, a little bit of luck goes my way and I can improve the results I've been getting.
And when you see Dimitri van Bergh winning the World Match Play, I guess that's a bit of an inspiration to yourself?
It is in a slight way, because you look at it as in, it's not. He was never nowhere near favourite to win it, and he did. And it just proves, anybody can win a huge title like that. I've been close a few times my own self. The World Championships, I've had a couple of really good performances to put me out. And I've said it a lot of times, who's to say what would happen if them, Michael Smith and Peter Wright wouldn't have had them incredible performances against me. I think I would say in them quarter-finals. Who knows, I might have made a final and then, anybody's game in a world final. So, it took a little bit of inspiration from it. It was different circumstances than what it would usually be, because when you're leading, usually the crowd goes behind the person that would usually be losing. So it's a little bit easier, but take nothing away. He deserved what he got. I think personally, the best player won the World Match Play. And it's one of them things I looked at as in it's something that I can strive for now. I know I can win a major, and hopefully I do it in the next 5 to 6 years before I'm 30.
Brilliant to hear. And just lastly, autumn series, presumably you're all signed up for that?
Yeah, I mean I'll be playing in it. I don't really know what to say. It's a hard one because I'm not sure that we should be travelling at this moment in time. I don't want to be controversial and say the PDC are wrong, because I think they're doing what they can, but I think being on a plane being on an airplane travelling is the worst sort of case of being able to catch it. It's recycled air, so you can wear a mask, but it doesn't mean you're going to stop yourself. So in a way, it is a risk, and unfortunately, I have no situation but to say I have to go for it, because the tournaments are being played. I'm not sure about the Euro Tour. I think that's still being played. It's harsh because I've got lots of say on it. I don't know how to say it, but I've got lots of say on it because they're keeping the Euro Tour going, but people are being invited, and it's affecting me. As in, I want to be seeded for the World Championships, but you've got people, Max Hopp and Gabriel Clemens, being invited to events at this moment in time. In my personal opinion, I think we should just be concentrating on getting 30 Players Championships done, and then we can have a fair criteria for the Worlds. We can have a fair criteria for the Players' Championship finals. We don't need to worry about the European Championships or the Euro Tour now. I think it should be just, let's just concentrate on getting 30 Players' Championships done, and then we can all have a fair playing ground to qualify for the Worlds and the Players' Championship. But I respect anything the PDC does. They've worked hard to obviously get where they are and what they've done. I think it's too soon in my own opinion, but I'm no one to talk. I'm just going to go away with what they say, and hopefully in the autumn series I can make an impact. And my dream was always to get seeded for the World this year, and it's going to be tough now, but I'm really hoping I can do it.
Fantastic. Well, Luke, thanks so much for your honesty and your time, and good luck for today and the rest of the year.
Thank you very much. Cheers.